Good afternoon. I am going to start complex number. So, first of all, I would like to concentrate how the idea of complex number is generated. For that, you see, in earlier classes, you have studied linear equation in one variable, two variable, and a quadratic equation in one variable, and we have seen that the equation of the type x square plus 1 equal to 0 has no real solution. It has no real solution. Why? Why it has no real solution? When you compare with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, you find that a is 1, b is 0 and c is 1. And when you find the value of b square minus 4ac, that is equal to 0 minus 4 equal to minus 4, it is less than 0. So therefore, the equation of the type, we have seen this kind of things, an equation of the type x square plus 1 equal to 0 has no real solution. It means as x square plus 1 equal to 0 gives, what this gives? This gives x square equal to minus 1. It means what this indicates the message. The square of a real number is minus 1. Is it possible? Since we know that a square of every real number is non-negative, means it may be 0 or positive. So, a square of any real number is not equal to minus 1, but it is x square equal to minus 1. So, by this, the solution of we can say that the solution of this equation is not possible. So, we need to extend the system of real numbers to a larger system. Now we need the idea of complex number to solve such equations. So in order of that, we need to extend the system of real number to a larger system so that we can find the solution of this kind of quadratic equation. In fact, in view of this, when you try to solve the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where d equal to b square minus 4ac, this is less than 0, solution is not possible. Solution is not possible in the system of real numbers. In the system of real numbers, so we need to extend this system of real number to a larger system in which the solution of this kind of equations may exist, and that is the idea of complex number. Now I am taking one quadratic equation. You see, I have taken a quadratic equation x square plus 2x plus 3 equal to 0. And when you find the solution of this, so it is x equal to minus 2 plus minus under root 4 minus 12 upon 2. When you solve this, you will get x equal to minus 2 plus minus under root minus 8 by 2. Here now you see, is it possible to find the square root of negative real number? No. We cannot find the square root of negative real number as a real number. We are not able to find the square root of negative real number So in this case what happens? As you have seen, as we have x square plus 1 equal to 0, x square is equals to minus 1. So x is equal to plus minus under root minus 1. So our minus plus x equal to under root minus 1. So if you denote under root minus 1 as I, so x can be I or minus I. So I and minus I are the solution of equation x square plus 1 equal to 0. So it means that we reached to the conclusion under root minus 1 is denoted by I. Now you come to this. Here you can write minus 2 plus minus under root 8 into under root minus 1 by 2. So in this way, under root minus 1 is I. So your value of x is minus 2 plus minus 2 under root 2 I upon 2. X is equal to 2 in the bracket minus 1 plus minus under root 2I upon 2. Your this 2 and this 2 will be cancelled, and finally you get your x as minus 1 plus minus under root 2I. So x is equal to minus 1 plus root 2I, and x is equal to minus 1 minus root 2I. So from here your real part of x, this is a complex number, it is denoted by z1 and z2. This is z1 and this is z2. So real part of z1 is minus 1 and imaginary part of z1 is root 2. And from here your real part of z2 is minus 1 and imaginary part of z2 is minus root 2. So in this way you can proceed the idea of complex number. Now, definition of complex number. Definition. A complex number is denoted by Z is denoted by Z and defined as Z equal to A plus BI or as ordered pair AB, where real part of Z is A and imaginary part of Z is B. That is the definition of complex number. From here we start. Definition of equal complex number. Equal complex number. Two complex number A plus BI and C plus DI are equal if A equal to C means their real parts are equal. Parts are equal, and B equal to D, their imaginary parts are equal. Parts are equal. So by applying this definition of equal complex number, you solve a question. Your question is, find the value of x and y if, question 1, if 4x plus I into 3x minus y equal to 3 plus I into minus 6, where x and y are real numbers, then find the value of x and y. The value of x and y. So this is the question. So now you see, as you know that two complex number a plus bi and c plus di are equal if a equal to c means their real parts are equal, b equal to d means their imaginary parts are equal. So by using this concept, you can solve this equation. So given that your solution is, given that 4x plus I into 3x minus y equal to 3 plus I into minus 6. Here your real part is 4x. Real part is 4x and here is 3. So 4x equal to 3. So from here you can see your value of x is 3 by 4. And now compare the imaginary part. Imaginary part. 3x minus y on the left hand side and minus 6 on the right hand side. Now you substitute x equal to 3 by 4 here. Put x equal to 3 by 4. You get 3 into 3 by 4 minus y equal to minus 6. Minus y equal to minus 6 minus 9 by 4 minus y equal to minus 24 9 minus 33 by 4 implies that y equal to 33 by 4. So therefore your value of x is 3 by 4 and value of y is 33 by 4. So in this way you can solve the given question of this type by applying the concept of equal complex number. Now addition of two complex numbers. Now come to addition of two complex numbers. Addition of two complex number. Let z1 equal to a plus bi and z2 equals to c plus di, या a plus ib से. z1 is a plus ib and z2 equal to c plus id. Their sum is denoted by z1 plus z2, that is equal to, you add their real parts a plus c and again their imaginary parts I into b plus d. So in this way you are doing the addition. In order to add two complex number, you add their real parts and their imaginary parts. So z1 plus z2 equal to a plus c plus I into b plus d. So properties of complex number for addition. properties of complex number for addition. So in this way, if first closure property, let Z1 and Z2 be two complex number, then the addition of two complex number Z1 plus Z2 is also a complex number. Addition of two complex number is a complex number. That is known as the closure property. For example, if Z is 1 plus I, Z1 is 1 plus I and Z2 is 3 minus 4I, then their sum Z1 plus Z2 is equal to 1 plus I plus 3 minus 4I, that is equal to 4 minus 3I. It is also a complex number. Complex number. So this is called the closure property. If Z1 and Z2 are two complex number, then the sum Z1 plus Z2 is also a complex number. So that is called the closure property for addition. Now second is the commutative property for addition. Second, commutative property for two complex number Z1 and Z2, we have Z1 plus Z2 equal to Z2 plus Z1. So in this property it states that if we change the order of addition of given complex number, then the sum unaltered the value of addition, and that will not affect in the value of addition of two complex number. Either you add Z1 plus Z2 or Z2 plus Z1, in both ways you have the same result. Now third, associative property for two complex number Z1 for three complex number Z1, Z2 and Z3, we have this result: Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 equal to Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. Now fourth, existence of identity for a complex number For a complex number a plus bi, there exists a complex number zero plus zero y. It is denoted as 0 as 0. We have a plus bi plus 0 plus 0y, that is equal to a plus bi. Thus 0 plus 0y, that is 0, is called the additive identity. That is, for any complex number z, z plus 0 equal to 0 plus z equal to z. 0 is called the additive identity. Now, existence of inverse. Existence of inverse. For a complex number z equal to a plus bi, there exists a complex number minus a minus bi such that a plus bi plus minus a minus bi is equals to 0 plus 0i, that is equal to 0, is the additive identity. Is the additive identity. Therefore, minus a minus bi is called additive inverse of a plus bi. So in this way I have discussed 5 properties based on addition, and these 5 properties are satisfied in the set of complex number. And further, now difference of two complex number. Come to difference of two complex number. Next topic is difference of two complex number. Let Z1 equal to a plus ib and Z2 equal to c plus id. Difference of Z1 and Z2 is denoted by Z1 minus Z2 or Z2 minus Z1. That is, Z1 minus Z2 is equal to A plus IB minus C plus ID. That is equals to A minus C plus B minus D into I. When you find Z2 minus Z1, in that case C plus ID minus A plus IB, that is equal to C minus A plus D minus B into I. So in this way we find the difference of two complex numbers. Difference of two complex number. For example, if Z1 equal to 6 plus 3i, if Z1 equal to 6 plus 3i and Z2 equals to 2 minus I, so for this Z1 minus Z2 can be written as 6 plus 3i minus 2 minus I. 6 plus 3i is minus 2 plus I, that is 4 plus 4i. You subtract 6 and 2 and 3i plus I is 4i. Similarly, Z2 minus Z1 is 2 minus I minus 6 plus 3i. So in this way you can write 2 minus I minus 6 minus 3i. 2 minus 6 is minus 4 and minus 4i. This is the difference of two complex number Z1 and Z2. So now multiplication of two complex number. Now come to multiplication. Multiplication of two complex number. Let Z1 equal to A plus IB and Z2 equals to C plus ID. Then the product Z1 into Z2 can be written as A plus IB into C plus ID. Term by term multiplication, you multiply A into C, then A into ID, so that is equal to AC plus ADI, then plus BCI, then plus I square BD. Now substitute I square equals to minus 1. So this can be written as AC plus AD plus BC into I. You take out I and here minus BD. So this can be written as AC minus BD plus AD plus BC into I. This is the product of two complex number Z1 and Z2. So real part of, now you define the real part and imaginary part of product Z1 and Z2. We can write real part of Z1 Z2, that is equal to AC minus BD, and imaginary part of Z1 Z2, that is equal to AD plus BC. So this is the real and imaginary part of the product. For example, Z1 is 3 plus Z1 equal to 3 plus 5i and Z2 equal to 2 plus 6i. Then their product Z1 Z2 equal to 3 plus 5i into 2 plus 6i. This is equal to 3 into 2, 6 plus 3 into 6i, 18i plus 5 into 2, 10i plus 6 5 is 30, 30i square. I square equals to minus 1. So you can write 6 plus 28i minus 30. 6 minus 30 minus 24 plus 28i. This is the product Z1 and Z2, and now you can write their real parts and imaginary parts. Your real part of this product Z1 and Z2 is minus 24 equal to minus 24, and imaginary part of Z1 Z2 equal to 28. So now multiplication of two complex numbers satisfy the following property. Multiplication of two complex number satisfy the following property. Number one, closure property. Product of two complex number is a complex number. Product of two complex number is a complex number. This is called the closure property. You have seen that product. Now second, commutative property. For two complex numbers Z1 and Z2, complex number Z1 and Z2, Z1 into Z2 equal to Z2 into Z1. If we interchange the order of multiplication, product does not change. Third, commutative property. For three complex number, Z1, Z